Hey, I don't know if you can hear me. It is 4:28 a.m. I think. Can barely see. This is an urgent request for prayer. Today is February 15th, 2019. For the past, 4 hours perhaps, I've been getting burned with these remote weapons. And I think is the worst that I've had it since 2017 when it began. And I'm still trying to recover from it. It's very slowly subsiding, but not fast enough for me. I've been getting burned the entire left side of my temples, all the way down my face, the left side of my face. All night at work, I was getting attacked. Ever since I spoke to my boss, Phyllis, about human trafficking and stalking on the job, I didn't give her any specifics. I just asked her, what to do if it's taking place on the job. She said to set a meeting up with her to discuss it. I haven't done that. All I did was ask the question, and ever since that day, and that was a couple Sundays back after we had a staff meeting, ever since that day, it seems that the attacks have been more intense. But tonight, I haven't posted anything. I've been in pain for the past couple days. I've been under these shields for the past couple days because they've been just attacking me non-stop. I don't know if it's ordered by my former pastor and whoever he's connected to because of the posts that I made about the abuses that they committed against me for no legitimate reason at all while I was a member of Daybar Worship Center in Brooklyn, New York. I do not know. Maybe it's because I exposed it without saying any names. I don't know. I just know that I haven't been active in terms of speaking out since the day I posted those things, and that was probably, I don't know the exact date, but it was days ago, or maybe a week ago. I've been trying to get medical treatment for several things, but more recently tonsil stones, and I been trying to just prepare for my business, ordered some more jewelry, trying to find ways to sell more, trying to get out of this shelter, just trying to take care of my business. Today I was under the shield and I kept passing out from the discomfort, I guess, until it was time for me to leave for work. And so I ended up being late to work. And getting attacked the entire night. I only felt relief for a short time when I would go to the back, when I was out on the floor. That's when the attacks would occur. So I don't know if there's some sort of protection from the satellite attacks when I'm in the back. But when I'm out there in the market area where the customers are shopping, I was getting hit constantly, and the usual suspects that stalked me on foot at the job were not there today. They weren't there the last day I went to work either. But the attacks are like coming from satellite, or there are still other stalkers on my job at the store. But their attacks are a lot milder. They're not able to get to me like they were. But when I'm in this room, they are the most intense. And I've been getting attacked non-stop. And I mean, I've tried to protect myself with these shields. I have a Mylar sheet and this, I don't know what we call this. Some other kind of aluminum bubble wrap type stuff over my head. It's not really helping. The mild attacks that I was getting, it gave me some comfort, or at least I thought it was giving me some comfort. But it has been no help to me since I got back from work tonight. I've been getting attacked non-stop. All I did was come in here, tell my husband about my day. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and they scheduled me for work. And it was rough. I got through the shift, but it was not easy. One of the maintenance guys that's always popping up where I am, who's so annoying. I think his name is Lawrence. Every time he passed me, I got stung. And one of the other security guys, he's a big black guy. I don't know his name, but he's always in my face. When Reggie passes me, he's the shorter, older security guy with the jacket. I get hit when he passes me by also. He's not stalking me as much as he used to because he knows that I know. But the usual suspects were not there, with the exception of Lawrence, the maintenance guy. But I was getting hit as I was in the store, like going through the store, and I don't know if the customers' cell phones were being activated against me because they had GPS on me, but also my phone wasn't on the whole time, but for some mysterious way my location was turned on. I didn't discover it until I got back here. And I was pissed about that because I don't turn on my location. So anyways, I'm asking for prayer because it's getting harder and harder to get evidence from doctors. I've been trying, and for the past couple months, I still haven't been able to get proper results from my ultrasound that I took at the urgent care center here in Brooklyn. They gave me false negatives, and they said I didn't have fibroids, and I've had fibroids for at least 25 years, and I can feel them moving around in my belly. Now they're telling me I don't have any fibroids, everything's fine. It's just BS. It's all lies. Even when the doctor looked at the results, she was puzzled about the place they sent these results from. And it was different from the second ultrasound, which I got from my neck, which is also, it appears to be false. It doesn't seem to be legit. Telling me everything is negative when I've had swollen lymph nodes in my throat for years nonstop. It doesn't go away. And nobody's given me any adequate treatment to get rid of it. Now I have the tonsil stones on top of it. It's just ridiculous how I'm not getting any results from any doctor. I went to an ENT yesterday or the day before. He says he can't do anything. I just have to gargle and let the tonsil stones go away on their own. There's nothing that is required because I don't have an infection, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe these people. I just think they're BSing me because they have to. When your name comes up in a database, I think there's some kind of sign or symbol or information that lets them know not to give you any proper treatment, so you can't recover from whatever sickness they have afflicted you with. I guess there's some threat, there's some repercussions attached to that, because everybody's going out of their way to lie to me about my health. So I'm asking for prayer. I have a disabled husband and 2 teens that I'm trying to take care of. God knows I need the most care at this point, and I can't get it anywhere. There's no place I can turn to for help. I've tried, and nobody has had the courage to stand in the gap. Nobody wants to touch it, really. Nobody but God can help me, and I've cried out to Him to no avail. So I don't know if my destiny is to succumb to these attacks and just leave this world earlier than expected, or what. I just don't know anymore. I didn't want to die by these attacks. I didn't want them to win. It's not how I want to leave this world. Certainly don't want to leave my family like this, in a shelter with no proper support, no nothing. No one to look after them and give them the quality of life that they need. And they don't seem to, despite all of my efforts and despite all of my examples to them, they don't seem to be able to accomplish that on their own. When I've been sick for weeks, they don't even fix proper breakfast for themselves or anything. It's just ridiculous how this family is so spoiled, and they rely on me even when I'm sick and I'm in pain, and I'm in intense pain, the worst pain of my life. They don't clean up. They don't do anything they need to do without me having to be the strong one to tell them what's needed. Or do it myself. Push through all the pain and discomfort that I'm having to do all the things that have to be done, because they refuse to do it. It's too much on me. I don't know how much longer I could do this. But with these attacks, I cannot do it. It is the most incredible pain, and it's all on my head and my brain, hitting my left temple. They've been focusing on my left temporal lobe for weeks now. I had a couple of days where they got to my right side, but it wasn't nearly as intense as what they've been doing to my left temporal lobe for the past couple weeks. So I'm not sure what prompted this major attack today, because maybe they just discovered something that I revealed, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. They don't have a right to do this to me. They don't have a right to do this to me. Nobody has a right to do this to anyone. And these raggedy, corrupt, bastard federal agents and contractors and subcontractors who have access to this technology, who are putting it in the hands of very irresponsible people who have no self-control, who are murderers, criminal-minded deviants. They have no right to do this to me. And I want every single last one of them to suffer for what they've done. I want them to all burn in hell. I'm not praying for their forgiveness. They don't deserve forgiveness. They're destroying lives, innocent lives. There are crooks in this world, and the feds take these weapons and put them in the hands of criminals to hurt innocent, law-abiding citizens of this country. And other countries are doing it to their citizens across the globe. And no matter how many people I tell, none of them have the courage to be outraged. They can get outraged about the petty little foolishness they see on the evening news and on social media. But this is a very real crime. It's very devastating. And they don't have the courage to stand by me and speak up for me. All of these